Alright, and we're back here. So while I was putting stuff away, we got hit by an aurora. So that's neat. And this is the first aurora I'm imagining. Before, the trees seemed to glow, but it didn't. I don't think that was actually an aurora. So here's one of the few things you can actually see. Huh, not sure. They're talking about some kind of phenomenon that they observed. But yeah, I think that's related to kind of what happened. What triggered the apocalypse? I assume. Well, I haven't delved into that too far. I think we're just gonna grab a little bit of food here. I suppose food didn't really need. Is this gonna fill us? Nope. So I held on to this because I was forgetting. Alright, last episode I didn't mention, but I made 2 liters of unsafe water because we're just going to use these tablets to purify this water. Since I have a whole bunch of those. I think I'm going to go back to approximately half-hour episodes. I wasn't feeling too great after that hour-long one. I'll probably do it in 2 segments still. We'll have to play it by ear as far as each outing goes, because sometimes journeys are a little bit shorter, and this might actually be one of them. This coming day here. Oh, what time is it? It's almost noon, which is a pretty good time to get going. Oh, I meant to eat these before going to bed, just in case they give me food poisoning, but I risked it, and we're fine. Okay. We're a bit lighter. Like to get a few other things out of there, but part of it is I still have to wrap my head around this game. Oh, that's the ruined flare. I'll take care of this some other time. Since I grabbed it, I may as well place it there. If you place it in a container, it will vanish if it's at zero condition. That's their way of purging damaged items out of the game. And I think as you're exploring around, time is passing and stuff is actually deteriorating in crates and stuff around the world, and when it hits 0, it just automatically vanishes. I think that's the main reason they have that mechanic. So yeah, we're taking a different route outside of the camp office this time. So we went towards the lake, which was more east. Now we're going kind of south. At least as long as these maps are, facing north. Which I should, every now and then I should use charcoal to let you know kind of what's in the area. But I've been forgetting. It's not terribly common, but there's a chance that back here we're going to find a rifle. And I hope you don't mind me gently trying to pan the screen around every now and then. Mostly it's just that we're not looking in the exact same direction, admiring the scenery. Yeah, we haven't really diverged too much. For the most part, this path had been straight, and I veered off right a little bit back. If I remember right, there's potential good loot over here. Or maybe a corpse that we could loot, because I had heard some crows, but I'm not hearing them now, so... might be a different spot. Okay, I see some stuff over there, but let's make a circle. We've got enough stones. I'll grab those. Don't know if I'll keep them. Okay, I'm just seeing the campfire, and there's a bag here too. Oops. Just leave that alone. I clicked the second item thinking that there would be charcoal there, but I hadn't actually looked at the icon to realize it wasn't charcoal. Alright, we're almost to the intersection where I had turned off. You can see we're going back. See my old tracks. So this is the three-way intersection. I guess technically four-way because you can go up there, but I don't think there's any loot up there. Alright, we've slowly been turning west, and we're actually getting rather close to those cabins where I had left the fire supplies. Still picking up all the sticks. They don't add a lot to a fire, but in mass quantities, they add quite a bit. Okay, so the cabins. Okay, I think that's hooves. I think the deer are out. Yeah, I can kind of see one there, I think. So the cabins should be right at about the tip of my thumb, somewhere in this area. Just so you can kind of see, quote unquote, where we are. I hit one thinking that would drop my rocks, but no, 2 is for weapons. Did I get a little spun around here? Or am I thinking... Oh, okay, I hadn't gone far enough. That's the deal. Okay, so we've got a rope up here, but we're not going to take it because it's actually kind of pointless. Let me look over here. I think they added a cave here, but I believe there isn't any actual loot in it. I think it was added for an event. Okay, yeah, now you can see the cabins. That's that cabin there, right in the... Right there is where we dropped off the fire supplies. If we end up having room, I might dive over there and grab it. Great thing about caves, you could see if you pay attention here. I'm going to walk back and forth a little. Our temperature is going down. We back up. Temperature is going up. So there's kind of 2 sections to a cave. The outer part is colder, obviously, and the inner part is actually, kind of as warm as an interior, such as the camp office. When you get, rather into the game, and you spend a lot of time inside, so you can like craft and stuff, you can get cabin fever, and caves are a great way to get rid of cabin fever because they count as being outside. So yeah, as I said, we're going to ignore that rope, and there's actually a path that you can climb. We're probably gonna sprain a bunch of stuff here. Okay, yeah, it's too steep, so you have to walk out this way. As far as I know, this isn't an exploit. It's just a, you know, for those who are observant and like to explore, kind of rewards you for not having to go up the rope. If we had more energy, I might have. Okay, there I got through. If we had more energy, I might have climbed the rope, but we're already down a third, so. Okay, so right down there, I'll get a little closer here, and you can see a bit better. That's the ravine that we came down, and then we came out almost to the lake and spun around to get up here. I'm hearing crows again. Those sound like what would it be? Well, they're around a corpse. But I stopped hearing them, so now I'm not sure. Okay, we're almost up there now. Yeah, up there now. There we go. You could catch a glimpse. I'll get a little closer because that's kind of where we're going. But we're almost to where the rope comes up. So up here, there's potential for prepper cache. Don't think there's any loot up over here. And I think we already passed where the prepper cache can spawn, or is. Because I think it's right in this little corner here. Other than being, you know, in a distant area, it's not terribly hidden. So we've got a little bit of a valley up here. We're gonna check. There's a few different things we could get. More rabbits. I think I'm gonna grab these rabbits. Okay, there's the crows, so there must be a corpse inside the cave. Or at the entrance. Yeah, made that mistake again. And I missed it. Darn it. Oh, I am having one of those days. Get a little closer, then crouch. Kind of meet him halfway. There we go. That scene is probably disturbing for most people, but I've ate rabbit stew in the past, so you know. If you want to eat rabbit stew, well, rabbit wouldn't be too happy if it was alive still afterwards. And closer. So he's going away from us, so this is a little bit rougher, but there we go. And we'll get a rock back. Ah, birch bark. So I haven't seen any birch or maple yet. They have a chance to spawn up here. I don't think I've gone close enough to where the maple is to know for sure. I think the maple would be right down here. And the birch would be over there, I think. We'll look around a little bit more just to make sure I'm not thinking another location. Ah, Polaroid. Mystery Lake Vista. Okay, I'm gonna probably use a piece of charcoal to see if we can see where that is. Oh! Come to think of it, I think I know where it is. We might actually go there, but I don't know if we'll hit it in time for this episode. I didn't look too close to see if there was any feathers. I'd be a little surprised because they're... Yeah, I don't see any. They can't really come in. Crows can't. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that we miss out here on the maple and birch. It's unfortunate that we haven't found a birch sapling yet because that's what we need to create the bow. So I mentioned a piece of charcoal. You know, using those to kind of map the area a little bit here and there. I think this is a good opportunity. Use a bandage to clear up that. Hopefully you can put up with the blurry edges. So yes, mapping. When you map, the higher you are, the more of your surrounding area it captures. Or, well, I suppose higher in relation to surrounding areas. So if we get up on the top of here, we should map a fair bit. So let me see. Okay, no, it's not. Not any of the number keys. Cooling down a little bit, but it's still pretty good. Okay. I think that vista is up here. So yeah, we explored that. Yeah, looking good. Okay, we will go down the edge here. So the rope is just on the other side of here. We're back to approximately where we came on. High chance that we're going to sprain something here. Okay. Yeah, here's the deer we were hearing earlier. Alright, I'm gonna kind of hug this ridge here. I'm not gonna head back to the camp office yet, because we got a little bit of time. We'll see if we can go up to where that vista is. Keep my eyes open for wolves. A little surprised we're not seeing any. And we're at 2 stink lines. So they would smell us from a fair ways away. Alright, so down that path, if you remember, that's where we found the rabbits. Down there, the first day. There's when we went up to see if the prepper cache was up there. And I said first day, but I meant first time out on the Mystery Lake area. But yes, where those rabbits are over there, and I think that we also harvested a deer corpse. There's a rope that leads up there into the mountains. but we're gonna take a different route. Because as I mentioned before, ropes are very tiring. Oh, I didn't think to grab the fire supplies. Oh well, I wouldn't say we're overburdened, but we're pushing it a little bit on our weight, so probably best that I didn't. And we shouldn't have any need anytime soon anyway for creating a long-lasting fire, and that's where firewood really comes in. If you're trying to train your skill, sticks are great. They create a short fire, and then you can just, start another one next to it, and then another. I think it's 4. If you have 4 fires and you succeed every time, you can keep rotating between starting each of those. Because by the time you start the 4th one, the first one will be ready, or be out. So right down there is the camp office. We're taking a right as we were going back to it, and we're going up above. There might be wolves down by the train tracks. You probably didn't see them, but that's where the train tracks are again. I think we keep climbing. There's another cave up here. So Mystery Lake is off in that direction. We're going up this hill. I think we can cut over here now. Yeesh. I'm gonna check up here because they may have added an extra cave up here. No, I'm not seeing it, so yeah, let's backtrack a little and come back over here. There we go. Okay, I can't see the crows, or at least I didn't notice them. Ah, excellent maple. I'll try to get the wabbits here. Okay, we have plenty of rocks. When you throw a rock, it scares all the rabbits, and okay. But yeah, it scares away the rabbits, so you gotta try and find them again. Let's give them a sec to come back. Grab this. And this. We can start working on our bow soon. Gotta let those cure first. I think we have a few guts. We might even be able to make a second bow. A regular book. Let's grab it. A rifle cartridge. Oh, requires memento key. I haven't done much of those. Yeah, you need to find the key somewhere and then bring that here. So earlier we got a Vista photo, and up here somewhere should be that photo location. I think. Let's take another look for the rabbits. Starting to get a little tired. Let this guy come to me a little bit. There we go. Okay, so there was one more out here still. Yeah, if you hit spacebar directly, it will equip, rather than left click to pick up. He should pause in a bit here. Due to my distance, I'm gonna wait for him to pause, and of course, he probably paused right as he went out of sight. Come on, put it away. There we go. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's info on where this Vista location is. Polaroids. Examine. Oh, okay, so this is the ranger cabin, I think. So this should be a deer corpse. So yeah, I was thinking this was the Vista location, but I'm wrong. That was a picture of the ranger cabin, kind of central to the area. Let's check for feathers here quick. Feathers are very important. Unfortunately, they're a respawnable resource. They're not limited, but sometimes it's a little bit of a pain because you have to have a corpse around for it. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and try and use the magnifying glass, and we'll use the book to get it started. This is to give us a little bit of warmth while we're
Come on, little fire.
processing the deer.
Why didn't that work?
Okay. I dislike that it automatically selects birch bark. I think there was one time where I intentionally used birch bark, but every other time other than that is when it pops up automatically. I'm just not paying attention. So I didn't talk about the rope.
Perfect.
I think I mentioned that there's a rope leading up to here, and that's the said rope. So let's do a couple of gallons of water, or a couple liters of water. Is there anything else? No. Okay, that's fine though. 2 hours, that's enough to get it, but depending on what we do here, hour 5. I think that's probably good. Let's go ahead and process that. And I'm actually going to loot the water. And then we'll bring it back to the camp office where we can purify it with those tablets. We'll start another set. 59 minutes, 1 hour. Pretty sure it would be fine, but let's go ahead and toss another stick on there. Okay, so that's the deer process. I guess I didn't talk about it, but another thing you can do with carcasses is quarter them. That automatically gives you all the guts and the hides, but the meat will be in sacks that you have to bring back. So it looks like the wind is picking up a little here. Okay, I guess let's go ahead and grab a torch. I'll leave it.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Yeah, I'll leave it lit. Leave the torch lit. We'll head back, run just past the 30-minute mark here. I don't think there's anything down that first rope. Suppose I can get to the edge and maybe see. Yeah, I'm getting a little heavy here. So I think what I'm going to do is get a little closer to the cave. Or actually, I'll go right inside the cave. And I'm going to drop off a bunch of the fire products, the sticks and the firewood that we've got. As far as I can tell, sticks, even though you can find them laying about, sticks won't disappear if you actually pick them up and then place them somewhere. But yeah, if we ever get cabin fever, this will be a nice spot to come back to, or come to. I meant to read those books and then leave them back in the base. That's unfortunate. Okay. Oh, and our torches are already a bit burnt. I don't think it's going to make it back with us to the camp office. Okay, I can sprint, so I'm going to do so in the interest of time.
I'm getting tired.
Oh, we're
The sun is
slightly
setting.
the wrong way.
It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Gonna risk spraining. Closer we are to the lake, the greater the chances of wolves. At least until you get close to the railroad, then you have new wolves to deal with. The upper area where we just came from doesn't have wolf spawns. Okay, we're just gonna let this torch burn out. I was thinking, is that? I think we have ptarmigans outside. I'm not seeing them, but I think they do kind of blend in. Shoot. There they are. I think the wolf is actually going to attack one of the ptarmigans, so when he does, we'll scare him away. So he grabbed the ptarmigan for us. Thank you. And I think you pretty much can only get one ptarmigan until you get what is it? I think fire-hardened arrows? Or I think you can use regular
Didn't drop
arrows, but
any
I
of
think
this
it
gear.
damages more. Okay, I was gonna harvest this stuff outside, but since we have the woeful side wolf, we'll wait for him to disappear. But either way, I better do that next episode because we're running a little long. I might do some inventory dropping some stuff off, and then we'll pick up with harvesting the rabbits. All right, we'll see you next episode. Have a good one. All right, we're picking up right where we left off. Well, pretty much. I did a few things. Just drop some stuff off here and there. Should probably grab a little bit more food. On higher difficulties, you would not want to push yourself too far as the sleep goes. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and process all the rabbits and the ptarmigan we got. But I'm gonna turn off the lantern. So hopefully you can deal with not being able to really see. Oop. Yeah, we'll go ahead and let it drink. That should tide us over. Okay, so let's harvest this. Oof, wow. That's going to take a long time. Actually, less time and calories with the hand. So I'm going to start with two feathers, see how we do. Okay. Water's draining a bit, but that's okay. Looks like we should be okay. We're losing a little bit of condition, but it's not too bad. I was thinking of going back outside to do this, but we should be all right. We did pretty well on the last one. Yeah, I think we're still gonna stick with bare hands. Boy, it might actually even be more disturbing without sound, or without visual, with just the sound. Oh, I left a little bit in this carcass. Yep, so now we have a weird amount. So I don't know if it still works. Let me try a different one here to see. Okay, yeah, both of those have 1.1 kilograms of meat. So let me try something here. We're gonna try harvesting the one and seeing if we can cancel partway. Okay, you can cancel, but you lose everything. So there used to be a trick where you could hit the escape key, cancel it out, and then get a partial stack that you could then cook with to really crank your cooking skill quickly. You can still do it, but yeah, you have to find something like this where it's 1.1, then I decrease it 2 times so that it's 0.1, and then I could do this now about 11 times. It depends, kind of where it's rounded. But I'm not going to concern myself with that. I'm just gonna harvest them all. So we might lose a couple days of time here. That's all right. I'd like to get some of the rabbit gear if we can. Might need to do some cooking. Because we really want that well-fed bonus for the 5 kilograms extra capacity. Don't even remember if I
All I can think about is food.
specified that. We got a skill point in carcass harvesting. Excellent. Okay, let's turn this on. Thought I knew where the passageway was in here, but yeah, how did it keep missing it? I moved the crafting materials down. Okay, I think I'm gonna take potatoes and one of the tomato soups. We'll go outside and do some cooking. Suppose I need fire supplies for that. Oh, I think I put that in the top one. Didn't. Did I? Oh, I bet you I took all of the sticks with me when I went on that last expedition. Okay. Alright. Let's break this down by hand. We should. Yeah, good. I was hoping we'd keep our food as long as it doesn't go below the red. Here's where I put the venison meat. Yeah, I suppose we'll take that with us. Storing things outside makes it last longer. Okay, it looks like it's pretty cold out here. Yeah, okay, so this still has wind protection where the campfire is. So we shouldn't have to worry about it getting blown up. Oh, we can use the magnifying lens, but let's go ahead and use the stick. We don't need accelerant. We have magnifying glass and a stick. Has a higher percentage than the reclaimed wood. We've already chewed up a bit of time, so I don't know if in this episode I'm going to be able to explore more. But if I do, we'll probably go to the Trapper's Cabin, which is another good loot spot. Okay, outside of the range of the fire.
Looks like I made it through another night.
But we should still be okay. I suppose I really should have loaded this with something that would have made sense.
Come on. Make a fire.
But I've been recording for a bit today, and my brain is not doing well. 38, 36, good.
I'll die if I don't get some food soon.
Oh, and I think our... Oh, that was raw. Oh.
I feel like I'm gonna die.
And that was dumb. Okay, so yeah, I just set us back a whole bunch. Okay, that was good. I guess it could be worse because I was going to rest up. But yeah, even if you are, going to do that, it still makes sense to cook the food because you get more calories when you cook. The higher your skill level is, the more it gives you too. Actually, let's put the cooking pot down. Then inside the cooking pot, I'm going to put one of the potatoes. 48 minutes. Okay, so we need a little bit more firewood. There should be some sticks around. We could chop down that log as well. Not seeing many sticks out here. That, I think it was rose hips. Okay, I guess let's break down one of these branches. Just to make sure we'll break down another one. We should still have almost 20 minutes left on the fire. Over, okay. That could be, if she would stop shivering, that could just be because fire lasts longer outside. No, we don't want to delay that long. How about this one? Oh, okay. Nope, I was gonna pass time, but it was done just then, so. Small piece of ptarmigan. Yeah, that should be okay. We should be able to harvest this. No, maybe not. Well, hopefully it doesn't burn. Okay. And we should have cooked more, but we need more fire starting materials. If only we knew of a cabin nearby that had fire cooking supplies in it. So I could break down some of the chairs, but I don't think we're gonna worry about it too much. Let's go ahead and drop. Did I have a pile for rabbit fur? Thought I did. Well, I'm not seeing it, so I guess let's make a spot. Or was it under this? Yeah, okay. It was under the deer hide. Okay, we don't have another deer hide, so yeah, let's bring the rabbit pelts over here. Cured gut is still processing. Okay, we've got our maples there, a bunch of birch. Miscellaneous... Oh, hiccup. Miscellaneous supplies there. Let's grab water. Try and grab the smaller bottles. Okay. Yeah, hopefully our food holds out. Suppose I don't need to harvest outside. I shouldn't be getting cabin fever, but since we're out here, I'll get this pelt and then we'll see how we're doing. I hear crows, but I think they're overhead crows. Well, obviously all of them would be overhead, but yeah, there we go. The ones that fly across the sky, rather than the ones that hover around corpses. Okay, we'll finish off that last rabbit. We'll do it all in one go. So our condition went way down that time.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, let's food poisoning. So we need to take antibiotics, or I think that's reishi tea. But instead, we're just going to, or instead of the reishi, we'll just use some of the medicines that we've accumulated. I always have a really large stockpile on these easier levels. Okay, how's everything else doing? Could use a little bit more food. And that was the wrong one. Second one. There we go. Condensed milks. Pretty high in calories, but also it has a little bit of moisture too, a little bit of water. Let's start with the energy bar. I try to eat the lowest quality stuff first. Then the sardines. Then we'll open the condensed milk. Very, very dense as far as calorie content goes. And we got a recycled can from that too. I wasn't sure if we did. I don't know if you used to. Oh, let's drop off the potatoes. The meat I'll drop outside. The tomato soup, I think we'll take that with us next time we head out. 2 more pelts. 1 more gut. Over here in like the miscellaneous pile, let's call it. Drop off the cans. I think I'm going to drop the cooking pot off too. Most likely we'll find another one as we're exploring. Oh, just a tiny bit left in that one. Let's see if we can combine it so we don't have 2 stacks. Yep, good. I'll drop off the ptarmigan feathers on the way back in. Coming out here so we can drop off all of the meat. Yeah, some of them are fresh, some of them are gamey. That's just kind of how long they were in my inventory. And we'll drop off the venison. Okay. I'm going to keep that hatchet on hand, just in case we run into any more saplings. Let's take a nap, and then, based on the time, yeah, we're probably going to get plenty rested up here. Good, that filled us. So let's go for a full 12. We'll get plenty of rest. This should get rid of the food poisoning, because it has to be dealt with in 2 segments. You got to take the antibiotics, but then you also have to rest. I think it's half a liter fills you, or maybe it's, oh, okay, it must be 0.66. So 2/3 of a liter. Okay, we don't want to head out yet because it's just a little past midnight. So instead what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab more cloth from the okay, that's curtains, so there's the file cabinet. I think the bottom drawer is where I've got the trade goods. Oh, but not the cloth apparently. Unless we are out of cloth. Oh, I guess we are. Well, I guess yeah, let's collect these curtains, and I'm gonna do some repairing. Another curtain. If you have the knife, you can take down curtains a lot quicker. But, you know, I prefer not to, because everything you do with a tool reduces the durability of said tool. I'm coming up here so that if we lose light, we won't won't have to use our lantern. So I'm going to fix up the old-fashioned parka. Oh, and of course we dropped off our sewing kits down in the file cabinet. Okay, I think it's bottom drawer. Nope. Ah, there we go. They're a tool, not a crafting item. I'll take both just in case. It's weird, we have more fishing line than we do the actual hooks. Clothing. Let's sort by durability. Oh, yeah, actually, let's work on the thermal underwear first. Okay, we are in the dark technically. Even though I can kind of see we're in the dark. But I'm not sure if this works on all nights. But if there is moonlight out, which I think is pretty probable, yeah, very bright out, you can repair outside. You do definitely have to be careful because you're cooling down, as you can see. I was looking at the 30 minutes there. That's a fair investment. We're not going to do the parka outside. We'll do the sports socks. That's going to repair to 72%. If I remember correctly, it's 75% for the sports socks. Even though sports socks in general suck, repairing them is easy. So there's that. And this is almost a waste of cloth because sports socks are so horribly bad. But we're gonna end up with a lot of cloth due to the low difficulty I selected. So let's go upstairs here and we'll take another nap. We shouldn't need to top off our water. We should be okay in that regard. And yes, that 7 hours, I don't need that much sleep, so I won't sleep that long. Okay. Hopefully it's light out. I need to see where our water is, so I gotta turn this back on. There we go. So I'm gonna face the camp office door, just in case. Yeah, we can't repair inside still. So by now, since it's almost morning, it's super duper freaking cold, but we're gonna risk it anyway. Okay, now it's morning. Let's go ahead and go back inside. A little bit to drink. Yeah, there's a lot of instances where you're essentially using your character's discomfort or, lack of comfort as a resource. You can also do the same with hunger. You can practically starve your character, and then, or you can let them, be hungry the entire day. A 0 rating on food, and then get a little bit to eat before you go to bed, and they'll heal quite a bit. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm looking at my time here, and we're at 24 minutes. I think I'm gonna risk going outside. Going on a little miniature expedition. So I'm actually gonna drop off some of our gear here. We're gonna keep kind of the efficient gear. We're gonna keep the socks, or one of the socks at least. Light shell, I think those are fairly efficient. Let's look in here. Okay, so yeah, they're not as good as the parka, obviously, but they do have quite a bit of wind chill. So I think I'm gonna keep that one because that kind of helps its efficiency having that wind chill. You don't always get wind chill, but yeah, now we're a little bit lighter. I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna drop off the sticks we have because we'll probably get more on the way. Of course, I'm clicking the wrong buttons here and there. Good idea to have an accelerant with us. We have 2 torches, good. We're going to keep that and we're going to keep that because we might need them. I can drop off the sewing kits. Actually, let's put it in the bottom because my instincts told me they were down there. Okay, we're good on water. We're low on food, but that's because, you know, this stage of the game, we're finding lots of food. I'm going to start passing on rabbits, at least for the time being. We got level 2 on carcass harvesting. That was a big goal to do with the rabbits we're getting. But we also have quite a few hides we could do crafting with. Okay, so we're gonna head towards the trapper's cabin. So we came from this way originally, down at the end of the road down there. Just in case you were curious. Let's see, I think the best way to get to this area is by going up here, actually. So we're going to look to see if there's another prepper cache. There's another area up ahead here. Music kind of changed a bit there. Or maybe it was just starting up. Okay, I think we now kind of hug this side of the wall here, or the hill. I think it would be either down there or up here. This is one I've always had trouble with. Some of these areas look so familiar that it all seems the same. Yeah, okay, so we have a wolf. Which is why I was holding the torch, just in case. So I'm going to try and do a little bit of a thorough job here as far as looking for that prepper cache. Pretty sure I would have run into it by now if it was here. I'm going to skip those Karens. I think that's how you pronounce it. Alright, we're going to head back down the hill. So we came from that way. Just in case my spinning around is confusing. We're approaching that 30-minute mark. So I'm probably going to end up stopping recording and maybe pick up again. I'll have to see. Take a little break and see how I feel. Worst case scenario, I'll set up a campfire, get something to, or get some sleep. But just in case, I'll record that segment. You never know, if you fall asleep, you could wake up with a bear in your face. Okay, okay, here it is. I was checking the map because I was pretty sure I was almost here, but since I hadn't seen it yet, I was confused. I think we can put this away safely. Deadfall area. So we're almost halfway to Trapper's Cabin. This is a little loot spot. You usually don't find anything too spectacular. Other than the hatchet. A hatchet, you know, depending on what you have, a hatchet could be spectacular. So we have crows over here. I think that would be a deer carcass. We'll go take a look. Trying to see if I can actually see them, but I'm not having any luck. Oh, good. We have a hunting knife now. Thought I heard something. Looking for feathers. Okay, we're gonna go back to the deadfall area. Alright, when I pick it up, I'm gonna head that direction. So I think Trapper's Cabin is right about there, but I think we want to kind of go down this way a little bit more for Max's last stand. Oh, actually, yeah, looking at the map, no, we probably want to head more that way. I think that's the direction. Just getting my bearings here. Give me a sec. I might be getting this really rotated. So it might end up going that way. Because, yeah, I think... Yeah, looking at the map, Trapper's Cabin must be that way. We had been going. Okay. So I'm going to pause here, take a break, and record another one. But that'll be it for this episode. Have a good one.